There was a candlelight vigil tonight for Jessica Ridgeway in Westminster, a vigil to celebrate her life.
Yeah, 9 News reporter Kevin Torres is at Chelsea Park in Jessica's neighborhood. And Kevin, lots of different emotions there tonight.
Certainly were, Matt. This was a group of about 200 people total. And when we talk about emotions, we saw throughout the week starting off with a lot of sadness, and still there is that feeling. But what was interesting this evening is that it transitioned over into anger. A lot of anger directed at the person who murdered little Jessica.
It's amazing. I guarantee most of the people don't even know her.
In a perfect world, no one would have to be here. No candles would have to be lit, and no one would have to say goodbye.
And the reality is what people need to look at.
But this is not a perfect world. And on this night, their lights, as bright as they may be, were shadowed by the darkness of an evil human being.
It's scary. It's very scary. And that's why we're here. It brings up the conversation. So
They came here with their families, children tucked closely by their sides, and listened, hoping the words spoken by others would ease their sadness, even in the tiniest way.
Because Jessica is in a much better place than we are now.
For some, the words were tough to find.
I don't know what else to say other than we love you all so much.
But swollen in their hearts was a feeling everyone could relate to.
It broke my heart. It broke my heart. All I could think of is, my God, if something like that ever happened to my granddaughter.
They are mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, grandparents, neighbors, friends, strangers. They are community.
that was sad. I cried like she was in my family. And I've never met her. I don't know her, so.
And when one person from their community is taken away in such a violent fashion, they all feel the pain.
I just felt like it hit home.
There is a sadness, not knowing what Jessica could have accomplished in this world, but there is also an understanding that unfortunately, this world is not perfect.
And she will be watching over each and every one of you until you meet again.
The people who participated in tonight's vigil are creating a group, and that is a group called Jessica's People, a group that will be directed at helping people who are dealing with similar situations that family members go through when losing a loved one in situations like this. Matt and Cheryl, I can't tell you how many times I heard tonight from people when we talk about that feeling of anger who said, if I could just get my hands on that person who murdered this little girl. I mean, just over and over and over again. There is a lot of anger mixed in with a lot of sadness.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such an emotional time for everybody in this community. Kevin, thanks for relaying all that emotion from it for us tonight. Kevin Torres.
Before dark, there was a tribute